I will now graft together the last 6 stitches from the 2 I-cord edges. For doing so, cut off the thread but leave a long tail that we will use for grafting. I graft these stitches together using 2 double-pointed needles, and if you still have a stitch marker in use that can go off now, that's not needed anymore. Distribute these 6 stitches on the 2 needles, having 3 stitches on one needle and 3 stitches on the other, and putting them in front of each other. I normally hold them both with the left hand. Make sure the thread is coming from the needle in the back. The first 2 movements are kind of preparation movements. You will prepare the first stitches on both needles for the grafting. Therefore, you will put the needle and the thread through the first stitch on your front needle purlwise, and you will go with the needle through the first stitch on your back needle knitwise. Then you can start with the grafting. It's always the same movement. Take off the first stitch from the front needle knitwise and go through the next stitch purlwise but leave it on the needle. Take off the first stitch of the back needle purlwise and go through the next stitch knitwise but leave it on the needle. Go through the first stitch of the first needle knitwise and take it off, and go through the next stitch purlwise but leave it on. Take off the first stitch of the back needle purlwise and go through the next stitch knitwise. Careful not to make loops on the needle. If that happens, take them off. Take off the last stitch of the front needle knitwise and the last stitch of the back needle purlwise. Carefully pull your thread through. Make sure that there are no loops. Don't pull the thread too tight, otherwise you will not form nice stitches. And that's it. Now you can put the thread to the back and weave it in. But that's all you have to do to graft the last 6 stitches together to have a neat edge.